family, I'm Shawnee.
I'm DeMarco. Sorry.
What?
I know you're gonna say hey family.
Okay, we gotta start over.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. You said hey family.
Hey family, this is Stop.
I'm good. I just had to get that up there.
Okay, that's such a long recording. We're gonna have to just
You can chop that up, babe.
yeah, I can. Hey family, this is Shawnee back with another video. I'm back to do the husband tag. This is my husband DeMarco. And we're here to just kind of give y'all the rundown, a little bit of background information, where we grew up, how we met, and pretty much what life is like today. So, we'll start with you.
Okay. Well, like she said, my name is DeMarco. I grew up in Rockford, Illinois. Most of my family's still up there. I made my way to Dallas, Texas to live with my dad. Then I went to San Angelo, Texas to go to college.
And I grew up in San Antonio, Texas. I lived there all my life pretty much until I graduated from Judson High School.
Go Rockets.
Which was really in Converse, Texas. But then after graduation, I went to Angelo State.
Go Rams.
And that's where I met this goofball. So we met, I think the first day. Was it the first day we got there, right?
Definitely first day.
It was Friday. Was it Friday?
It was a Friday.
It was Friday. We met on a Friday, which was when we were checking into our dorms, and you know the parents were dropping us off, and they were having was it a fish fry?
No, it was like a
fish.
carnival.
It was called fish something. Remember, because we had like little fish on our shirt or something.
They called it the freshman fish.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
So it was some event they were having for the freshmen.
Rambunctious weekend.
Yeah, it was like that's what it's called. It was a rambunctious weekend, and
it had nothing to do with fish.
no, we had fish on our shirt. Remember?
Oh, it did. We did. That's
yeah.
right.
So I don't remember what the specific event was called, but they were having an event for freshmen, and they had like this big old blow up Titanic thing, like obstacle course looking thing, and I'll never forget, he was walking with a couple of guys, your roommates. And they were walking walking in my direction, and me and my friend were standing there, and she didn't want to go on the obstacle course with me, so I looked at him and I had asked him if he wanted to go with me on the obstacle course.
I was like, I'm down.
So we did that, and then afterwards, we didn't even exchange numbers or nothing like that.
No.
We just
Same names.
yeah, and that was pretty much it. So after that weekend was pretty much over and school started on Monday, he was the first person that I saw actually when I was walking to class. I had got up early and I was sitting on a bench, and he was walking from his dorm and going to
apartment. It was an apartment.
It was campus apartments. And where were you going? You were going to
some class.
PE, gym.
Oh,
workout.
PE.
Weights.
He grown. Say PE. Weight training.
He was going to weight training class. Did I say PE?
He said PE like we in third grade. Grown man.
And after that, we just kept seeing each other, right?
Yeah, seemed like every day at one point we would see each other at some point, you know, walking to class, walking to lunch. Always by ourselves though, you know. We was lone wolves. Hey, just call it what it was. I didn't have to interrupt you from talking to nobody. You were just on a mission by yourself. Playing that piano.
I was a music major at the time, actually.
Classic.
And what was your major?
Oh, you know my major?
No, but your major was always biology, right?
Oh, no, I had animal science first.
Okay, animal science.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was a music major, and so we had this building called the Car Building, and that's where I like practically lived. I mean, I was there all the time, and so every day thereafter, I mean, we just like we would see each other at lunch, and I mean, he would be sitting by himself, you know, and I mean, I would just walk over, and we just started having lunch together, and that just started becoming a thing, and then we just kind of kept doing that. We became really good friends.
Stay platonic for a while.
Huh?
Stay platonic. Sorry, platonic.
Platonic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take
Because
that.
I mean, we, yeah. So we.
I'm sorry.
So after that, I mean, I think you went. He went with me that following spring break. Was it the first spring break?
No. I don't think it was. Was you that fast?
We were together. I mean, we didn't date for the first 2 years.
It wasn't the first spring break. I don't think it
Okay. Oh no, you went to your mom's wedding,
was. Yeah.
right? When you went to your mom's wedding at some point.
That was
And
in
then-
May though.
Okay. So, I think a year or so of, you know, just being friends at school, I met your dad. Your dad came down.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Christmas,
yes.
Christmas break. Thanksgiving.
It was Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay. His dad came down, and I met his dad, but at this time we still weren't dating. We were just friends. And then shortly thereafter, that's when he went home to, with me for a family reunion. Was it a family reunion?
Yeah, boy. Ooh, them mowers, boy. Them mowers.
Don't be putting our name out there.
Oh,
But we went,
they know. They know.
so after the family reunion, we still just we're just friends. But we started going home with each other quite frequent. And shortly thereafter, we went to Chicago for me to meet his mom and grandmother, that side of the family, his mom's side of the family, for the first time. And at this point, we still were not together. No, we were. We were together. We had just got together, like made it official.
Yeah.
Right before that trip, and then we went to Chicago, and then what happened after Chicago? Like,
Well, the whole purpose of that trip was because I was had in mind of asking you to be my wife.
now I didn't
So-
know this at the time.
Nah, because I wasn't about to put myself out there like that. But I just wanted to, get you up there and have you meet everybody, because up until that point, you still haven't met, anybody up there. Because, like I said, in Dallas, it's mainly my dad and my grandma. So, everyone else is up there in Chicago and in Rockford. So, just took her up there to meet that side, and so that they knew who was making me smile every time I came home and every time I talked to them. You like that, right? Ooh, ooh. Off the dome. But no, just to have them get a feel for, who she was, and, just letting them know that my intentions were to ask her to be my wife, eventually, but, just planting that seed, just that it would be a surprise when they got the alert on their phone that, hey, countdown has started.
So it was. I think we were only back home for like a week. I think he proposed after a week after we got back from Chicago.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long at all.
Now, mind you, planning is key, because I already had the ring.
Yeah, he
Already
had
had
already had it. I mean, I completely clueless. Like,
Shout out to K Jewelers.
I
Little
shout out to
snippet.
Tracy. But I had no idea, and so after he proposed, the first person I called, of course, was my mom, and we cried and screamed and all those things. But my mom he had already been down. I mean, multiple times with the family. So I mean, my mom.
I was already in.
So my mom, I mean, she was in love with them, and so I mean, everything went pretty quick because I think we got engaged in May of 2008, and we were planning to get married September.
Boy.
Okay, like that following September, and our families weren't able to come down. Like they wouldn't have been able to be there, and so they were like, "Well, why so soon? Like, why are we rushing it?" And I don't really believe in long courtships, like engagements, because
we had already made the decision.
Yeah, at that point, we already knew, like, we were getting married. This is, how this was gonna be, and
it's like, why wait?
Yeah, so we just didn't see the point, and it wasn't gonna be anything real extravagant because, mind you, we were sophomores in college, and we didn't have very much money at all. We didn't even have a second car. We only had one car. We had one car.
And we were on campus.
Huh?
We were still living on campus, weren't
we? No, we were living in the apartment.
Angela.
No, I had an apartment.
Yeah, you did. That's why.
I had an apartment, and you were still living in the apartments.
Yeah.
We had apartments.
Angela
You were in Angela thing. So yeah, we both had apartments, and then so we just didn't want to wait. I mean, it just wasn't any reason to wait, and we weren't going to be doing a huge wedding. We were just going to have our college friends in there, and that was going to be it. But we decided to, that it was only right for our families to be able to be there, and so we got married March 14th, 2009. So in San Antonio. So yeah.
That was fun too, boy. That was a fun time.
Oh, I bet. The events leading up to the wedding were crazy. Because
well, I was being a part of a intramural basketball league, and unfortunately tore my Achilles. Like Kobe did. Kobe did it too. Now, granted, true. We know that. So tore my Achilles about 2 weeks before the wedding. Had my surgery the Monday, and then had the wedding that following Saturday. So it was about a 5-day difference between surgery and getting married. So, hey, I was down for you.
Mind you, no, I was down for you, son. Because mind you, I was taking care of him that whole week leading up while making sure that we had like the extra the details were all sewed up, loose ends tied up, and I was nursing his ankle.
That was a dry run. We was testing. It was a test.
It was a dry.
It was a dry run. Yeah.
That was a pretty big dry run. Because I did all the driving, everything, packing. It was a little extreme, but anyway, we got through it. We got to the wedding, and I mean, the wedding was great. It was great. It was more than I could have hoped for, being as young as we were and not having as much as we did. But we were really blessed. Our families really came through, and we had a beautiful wedding.
Great support. Had a lot of people there.
Yeah, and it was quite a bit of people there.
Than expected.
Yeah.
It could have been more. Honestly, we had to turn some people away because we didn't have as much food.
Yes.
To supply everybody, so we had to kind of turn.
So we had to do like a very we had to do like a very detailed, like reception.
Well, yeah.
The reception, like people were able to come to the wedding, but like the reception was a little bit more intimate.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more like just like family, real close, like family and friends that were at the reception. So, but it was great. It was great. So, I mean, after that, I think we got pregnant with our first child at 2 months later.
2 months later.
About 2 months later.
Yeah.
So we.
There wasn't no honeymoon period.
Yeah, we.
Now, mind you, so there was no honeymoon period. We pretty much got married and had a baby 2 months. 2 months later.
Yup.
So got pregnant 2 months later. Sorry, 2 months later got pregnant.
Yeah, like who's on it? And so one of the things that I know for me, you know, it's kind of like if it's trial and error, really. I mean, we wanted to kind of make as many mistakes as we could, as fast as we could. Not saying our baby was a mistake, but I mean, we didn't really have anyone there to hold our hand along the way. Well, we had our guide. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment below, like, and subscribe the video. And until next time.